Hello everybody, it's Prof. and we're back again with another zefrank1 video. True facts, wild pigs. Let's go. Let's see some piggy facts.
So there's a cheetah on the hunt, right? And she spots some prey and she's like, whatever that is looks delicious, and she starts chasing it. They try a little distraction.
Wait, can cheetahs even kill those pigs? Listen, I've seen Tirzu. He says cheetah doo-doo.
Tactic, but she's not having it. Stays
They're
on
gonna
after
get
the
smashed.
first one, and then bang, sharp right, and the cheetah's like, holy crap, this thing can run. But now they're on a straightaway, and she's like, screw this, I'm the fastest land animal. And she's right
You're
up
about
on
to get
it.
your
And
ass
she looks
whooped,
over
right?
and what the fuck? Look at her. She's like, get me out of here. And now the warthog's chasing the cheetah.
Oh, that's a
Until
warthog.
The cheetah
They
stops
dig.
and says, what the hell was that?
They dig.
And her buddy comes over and says, what happened? And she's like, I don't know, but that thing looked like a baby elephant trying to kick its way out of a cow's face. Meanwhile, the warthog's like, suck it, cheetah. But let's back up a bit. Warthogs are part of a group of animals in the family Suidae. You've heard of pigs, right? Well, they're in that family too in the genus Sus.
Suicide?
There's like 1 billion pigs and no one seems worried about it. What happened was they used to be wild pigs. But then a group of them said, we're going to cozy up to the humans. They seem nice. What could possibly go wrong? So the humans asked, what do you like to
Bacon.
eat? The pig said, everything. Everything? Really?
Everything,
What about
yes.
shit? Yep, we're not mad at it.
Even humans. I've seen that in a gangster movie. If you throw, what was it, like 9 hungry pigs, a human, they're gonna eat it in like a day. They even eat the bones, I guess. Why the fuck do they eat the bones?
And that gave the humans an idea. This is called a pig toilet. It's an outhouse on top of a pigsty, and the pigs eat the poop and the people eat the pigs. It's like that circle of life song
Wait.
in Lion King. But
Wait! But they say you are what you eat.
by
Are
a
we
German
pigs or
fetish pornographer.
shit?
Anyway, now there's
Shit
over
pigs?
1 billion of them, and they're up to something, because they're smart. But listen about the mazes. Scientists keep putting pigs in mazes, and then they're like, oh my god, the pig solved the maze. But meanwhile, have you ever been in a forest? It's like nature's IKEA. It's impossible not to get lost. But pigs do fine in there. They can even sense the direction of Earth's magnetic field. So they're probably doing the
What?
mazes easily and saying the humans seem smart, but their architecture is really unnecessarily complicated. We'll have to redo it when we take over. And that's what's happening, people. If you need proof, look at this. They only use 2 tippy toes on each leg to walk. So why do they need the other 2 in back? I'll tell you why. They're keeping them around to operate our computers and machinery. And if you didn't even hear what I just said, because you're all like, look at the cute pig with the soccer ball, well, you're falling for their scheme.
Oh, wait, one
they
second.
made their way in
That was not cute at all, brother. Hey, sorry about that. Why did I do that? I don't know,
the
but let's go.
storybooks and the motion pictures.
Okay, that's
Look at
kinda
the piglet,
cute.
Look at the piglet. Never mind, there's 1 billion of them. And here's the deal with the piglets. There's a dark side there. Sure, they're cute, but piglets are one of the only mammals to be born with weapons designed to be used against their own siblings. They're
What?
born with 2 pairs of canines
Wait.
and 2 pairs of incisors.
They're the only animals? What about sharks eating other sharks in their mother's womb and shit?
To be used against the dark side there. Sure, they're cute, but piglets are one of the only mammals to be born
mammals,
with
okay.
weapons designed to be used against their
There
own
it is.
siblings. They're born with 2 pairs of canines and 2 pairs of incisors, top and bottom. These teeth are angled in such a way that they create a vicious side bite, perfect for lacerating someone's face who's going after a nipple with your name on it. And that's what they do. They fight for a nipple and then they stick with it. And they have to do it fast, too. The first 24 hours or so are crucial. That's when the mother's milk contains colostrum, which the babies need to establish their
Colostrum?
immune system. You know what else the babies get from their mother? A bunch of healthy gut bacteria. You know how they get it? They eat her poop. So while you were all cuddled up in a onesie getting a lullaby, the pig babies are getting bit in the face and eating shit. Put that in the prequel to Charlotte's Web. Anyway, even if you do get a nipple, they're not all created equal. The ones up front near the head, they work better, and the stronger piglets usually get those. The ones in the back are janky, like when you try to get soda from a dispenser that's running out. You know, when it's sort of
Damn. You want to soda pig till her nipples ain't working, right?
sputter farts a
What
couple
the fuck?
drops into your cup. The runts are back there, sucking the hind
Runts.
tits, and sometimes they need a little extra. Females in the same group will
69?
often let piglets from another mother suckle. Think Airbnb, but for nipples. What's crazy is this might result in their own biological child starving to death. It's a whole Game of Thrones thing, and the weak ones don't make it.
I mean, it's
Now, if you
nature.
think that
It
being
happens a lot in
pig baby
nature.
is hardcore, you should see the hoopla that the parents go through to make them. These are sus scroffa, the wild pigs in the lineage that gave us the domesticated ones.
Okay.
The females live in groups of about 3 to 5 along with their young children. The males kind of do their own thing until mating season. It happens once a year, so you can imagine there's some pent-up sexual energy. As far as I know, they don't know how to masturbate, and yes, I Googled it. I'm Googling it right now. If you're an advertiser trying to target me, those are the kinds of keywords you're gonna have to use.
God.
Anyway, around mating season, the males
Pig
go through some
masturbation?
changes. They basically stop eating, which is weird considering what's ahead of them. But scientists think that
Hey, that's because they only eat ass. I get
I
it.
think it might have something to do
get
with all the
Frank.
hormones in the saliva. And there's a lot of saliva. Now, this isn't your mom's saliva. This is the real stuff, and it's got some stank to it.
Lubricant?
This saliva contains sexy pheromones that are powerful enough to advance the onset of puberty in young females who get a whiff. One of these pheromones is androstenol, which is also found in truffles. Truffles are like underground mushrooms that give off a smell to entice animals to dig them up and spread their seeds or spores. A pig can smell one of these at a depth of 3 feet. So people assume that the truffle was tricking the pig by smelling like sex. Sort of like if there was a flavored Dorito.
Wait, I didn't know people used pigs to dig up truffles. I know dogs that used to find them. I have a friend that used to do that, and you can make a lot of money like this. But it's really hard to train the dogs to find the truffles.
You lost one in the couch cushion. You'd be
that
digging
pigs
around
could do
in there.
that.
But then, of course, a scientist had to do an experiment to see if it was true. And it wasn't. It was a different compound, dimethyl sulfide, that the pigs were smelling for. And once again, science ruined a perfectly good story. Anyway, I digress. So this male, who is very horny and hungry at this point, tries to find a group of females to wipe his spit on with the hopes of getting them horny too, and then it's a party. The
that's a
problem
ball
is there's
sack over
other
there,
males
homie.
doing the same thing, so it's lucky they have the padding. During mating season, the males develop this thick layer of tissue, almost like cartilage, under their skin on their backs and shoulders. This helps because the males beat the living shit out of each other. A lot of their fighting involves jockeying for...
At least ain't like humans where the male beats the shit out of the female before it fucks her, right?
position and then lacerating the side of their opponent. They've got good weapons for it too. On each side, both of their canines point upwards.
Yeah, those are
this
huge.
is because their alveolar process, or bony thing that contains the tooth socket, is rotated outwards. On the warthog, it's even more pronounced, but of course, because nature's crazy, there's a suid that took this to the extreme. The babirusa broke off from the other suids about 12 million years ago. They wound up on these islands in Indonesia, and life is good. No natural predators, a good amount of food. They only have 2 or 3 babies at a time, so the siblings aren't trying to kill each other. So they've had some nice quality time to evolve into their true form, which happens to be goth.
Oh.
Demon goth.
Oh, these are the things where if they don't use these, it kills them because it goes into their brain, right? What's wrong with its eye, though?
They look crazy. Sort of a Satan's unicorn vibe. Their alveolar process has rotated so far that their teeth emerge through the skin on their face. They don't stop growing either, and if they're not tended to, they can curl around and pierce the skin again. Babirusa not impressed with your tongue piercing. For a while, people thought that the upper tusks might play a defensive role in combat, sort of like a face protector. But the extreme rotation of the alveolar process means that the roots of these teeth are quite shallow, making them too brittle to be effective. And their fights, to be honest, look a bit more like macho hugging.
Y'all saw that dude's ball sack? Damn, that guy kind of fat nuts.
Oh yeah, you call that a hug? How about this one? Yeah, it's tight.
Yo!
Warthogs fight.
God, y'all saw this dude? That's an alpha for sure.
They ball into each other's face and get really close, so they're almost kissing, but not kissing. But they could kiss if they wanted to.
That's how I fight with my homies.
The warthog has plenty of natural predators. So the warthog evolved these long legs so they could run. The problem is that moved their face farther away from the ground, which is where their food is. So when they eat, they have to kneel down. But it's not regular kneeling, it's wrist kneeling. Here, flop both of your wrists down like you're pretending to be a bunny. That's what they're walking on, the backs of their wrists. They're creative. They have solutions for all sorts of things. For example, look at all those bugs. That must be annoying.
They eat them?
When it's wet out, they take a mud bath. It's cooling and it keeps the bugs and ticks and other parasites away. But in the dry season, there's not enough mud to go around, so they figured something else out. They enlist the mongooses. Wait, Jerry, is it mongooses or mongoose? No, not monkeys, Jerry.
Those things are cute.
All right. They enlist many a mongoose to eat their ticks. Well, now you made that sound inappropriate, Jerry. Think, Jerry. The mongoose is not eating the warthog's dick.
Or is it?
Yes, they do get close to it, don't they?
Or
that's trust right there.
Hey, maybe if they're too close, you know, like the affinity bar is a little too high, they give it a little. Hey, listen, it's homie shit, bruh. You don't do that to your homies.
You allow someone's teeth
not
to
good
your
friends.
Well, that's flattering, Jerry, but I meant it as a rhetorical question. No, I don't want to answer it for you. Fine, 3 inches. Well, I know that's farther than what you said, Jerry. Well, it's Jerry, you don't use the bleep button just because you have hurt feelings. No, don't do it, Jerry.
Well, that's loud as hell, bro. Okay, that was it. I gotta be honest with you, I did not find out a lot of new stuff, which is cool, because it seems like all those Tier Zoo videos might have actually taught me something. I know more about pigs now, and I'm proud of myself. What y'all think? Did you find out anything that you did not know about pigs? Are you more impressed with them? I always thought, this is what I think about pigs. They look small, but they're very strong, so they're scary. Like, they look small, but they're actually not that small, and they would fuck you up. Anyway, if you want to see more zefrank1 reactions, check out the playlist around here. Quick thank you to the YouTube members and Patreons. Thank you all for the support, and have a nice day, everybody. Bye. Like, comment, subscribe.